Time to musk up.
All right, back again. Today I want to do a top 10 winter list. A little late, but better late than never, I guess. So, last video I spoke about Dior Homme Parfum 2025, which I think sucks. And for that reason, I'm going to put this one first, the OG. This is my 75 ml bottle. Like I've said before, 100 ml is the same formula. Wow. That lipsticky orris mixing in with that leather, rose, and that spice. There's some spiciness here, a lot of woodiness. I would say maybe some vetiver as well. It just smells like something's a little cooked, a little burnt, right? Just that leather, the incense. Oud, I wouldn't say necessarily there's oud in here, but see what they mean at times. But absolute masterpiece. Next up on the list is something I find to be really underrated. I don't know, it's been discontinued, but I think bottles are still really cheap and nobody's really caught on to it. And that's Gucci Guilty Absolute. Gorgeous leather, almost Band-Aid-like smelling with woods, vetiver, cypress, so very kind of coniferous, dark green hence here. But just very masculine, and honestly, for like a low-end designer that you would just find in Macy's, I think this was definitely them thinking out of the box, but unfortunately they usually don't sell well, so they end up getting discontinued. But Gucci Guilty Absolute. Next up on the list is a fragrance I would say has a little resemblance to this as well, and this is Fetish Parfum, Pour Homme. And this one, boy, I would compare this obviously to Hermes Bel Ami. Very leathery, spicy, ambery, but there's an incensey, but there's a note of castoreum in here, which it's a little bit, than Bel Ami, it's more ambery, and I get that note of castoreum, which makes it a little bit more animalic compared to Bel Ami. And so I think this is a great take on a classic. And yeah, Rojo, Fetish, or Homme. Next up on the list is a fragrance that I find very comforting, especially for a patchouli fragrance, and that is Coromandel. This is the Eau de Parfum. Eau de Toilette probably run you like $1,000 at this point. Very mainstream patchouli. Like if somebody wanted to try patchouli for the first time, because patchouli can be really tough at times, but here I think it's very mainstream because they tone it down with the note of amber, so you get the benzoin, that incense, vanillic smell mixing in with that chocolatey patchouli, and people say it almost gives off this kind of white chocolate effect, which I would agree with. Just an absolute classic, Coromandel Eau de Parfum. Next up on the list is a fragrance that I literally have to spray half a spray of because it's really powerful, but it smells very nice as long as you dose it correctly, and that is Ombre Nomad by Louis Vuitton. I don't know why I had to say it like that. Leather, raspberry, a take on kind of Tuscan leather, but very I would definitely say it's on the sweeter side. Oud, rose, leather, spicy, gorgeous. I don't think rose is listed, but I don't know, maybe the raspberry's giving off that effect, but Ombre Nomad. Next on the list is Bois d'Argent. I find this to be very comforting in the winter time. That gorgeous note of iris mixing in with the note of benzoin, which gives off with this, once again, this vanillic incensey smell. Oh, and I'm sure there's besides iris, there's got to be another floral in here, but very woody. It's one of the best Dior Privés still to this day, and this is a Demarche version. I don't know what the Francis Kirkjohn version smells like, but Next up is a brand that I'm not too crazy about, but this is the one fragrance from them that I actually don't mind, and that is Parfums de Marly Herod. And the reason why I really do like this tobacco fragrance is because of the note of osmanthus. It gives this fruity touch, this fruity take on tobacco fragrance that I find quite unique for this fragrance. Very designer-like in smell, little, maybe you can say immature, but I don't know. I think it works very well. It's kind of damp tobacco leaf smell, mixing in with that osmanthus that kind of gives off this peachy vibe, but very nice. Got Herod. Next up, I think we got 3 left. Next up is Tuxedo, another nice patchouli that I do prefer in the winter time. Between the patchouli, there's also a note of violet leaf, so it gives off that little kind of petrol vibe as well. Very, very spicy. Kind of like black pepper. I don't know, is there like thyme in here or something? Something very green as well, besides the patchouli. I don't know, but just love this fragrance. I wish I did get the bigger size bottle at the time, but next up on the list is going to be this discontinued gem. I don't know, people say it's coming back. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know, but this is Dries Van Noten. Basically your no breakdown, there's Mysore sandalwood in there. It basically smells like vanilla cookies, woody. All right, very milky, ambery, floral. There's some jasmine in here, but very unique. Hard for some people. I know a lot of people don't like this fragrance, but definitely a classic. And last but not least, we have, now this one is definitely probably not for the winter, but I do like incense, so, and I just got it, so I figured why not. Poivre Samarkand by Hermes, the Hermescence line. Just a watery take, as usual, Jean-Claude Elena on incense. Very ozonic, almost marine-like, spicy, maybe some clove here, but just a dry, natural incense. Very light, like I said, effervescent, just very enjoyable. This is something you'd wear for yourself. Not to impress anybody, but if you get close enough, you could definitely smell it. Wow, Samarkand. All right, that's my top 10 list. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you're wearing this winter and what you think about any of these picks here. Thank you very much. Take care.